Hi, welcome back to Sugar Free. This is the daily reading for all signs for Friday, the 7th of September 2018. One last shuffle here. 3 card major arcana reading, and then 1 from the swords, 1 from the wands, 1 from the pentacles, and 1 from the cups. So let's see how we're getting on. I'm still a little bit under the weather, but boy, have I been working on some healing. Have I been working on some healing? So let's see what we get. One last shuffle. Oh. One last cut. Oh yeah, I will then be pulling at the end one from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. Okay, card number 1. The energy or power as we come into the reading. Lovers in reverse. Card number 2, the block or drain. Temperance. Card number 3, the key to power, Wheel of Fortune. Happens to be in the reverse, but sometimes that's significant, sometimes it isn't, because, you know, a wheel is a wheel is a wheel. It hasn't really got a right or a wrong way up, has it, a wheel? It's the whole nature of it. Anyway, let's have a look. Okay, well, the Lovers is to do with the sense of choice, the sense of having agency in decision, and the fact that sometimes there are things involved in the decision, whatever the decision is. I'm just having a little cup of tea here, so you might hear clanking. A little cup of turmeric tea with some organic honey in it to try and help get me better. Yeah, agency and choice, the Lovers, and the paradigm shift involved from being his mother's son, there's his mum, to being his girlfriend's fella, there's his girlfriend. And he's there and he's in the middle and he's like humming and hawing and not sure which way to go. But this little force of nature up here, who's blindfolded, is going to see to it that he makes the choice he makes. And he's not aware of that. He thinks it's all in his head. He thinks it's all within him to take this choice. But very, very often, decisions that we make or feel we have to make or do have to make, some of which can be undone and some of which can't, involve more than simply what we want. And here it's in the reverse. It's a very enigmatic card. In the middle here, as the block or the drain, we have Temperance in the upright. So it, yeah, it looks to me like what's happening is that there is this mixed up sense about what you control and what you don't control. And the the matter of what you control and what you don't control in moving your life forward is topsy-turvy. And you're kind of stuck that way. It's topsy-turvy here in the Lovers in reverse. This I can make this shit happen. Or I want to make this shit happen, or I don't want this shit to happen, or oh my god, this shit is just happening to me whether I like it or not. That is all on its head. Your sense of agency is on its head in some way, shape or form. And you know, that's fine. That's fine. Sometimes it's not clear what we're dealing with. You know, a choice has to be made. Sometimes we don't even realise that a choice has to be made until it's time to make it. And then you've got to, as we say in the UK, shit or get off the pot. I think this might be a shit or get off the pot scenario. Well, I can't put that as the title of the film, can I? That wouldn't go down well with the algorithm, would it? And temperance here in the upright as the block or the drain. There's this sort of like, I don't need to make a decision. Do I need to make a decision? I don't think I need to make a decision. I don't want to have to need to make a decision. But even if I did have to make a decision, I can make whatever decision I want. No, not necessarily. This is all topsy-turvy. And it's stuck there. It's like pouring from one vessel to the other. This way. I'm going to go this way. Oh, I don't have to go that way. I'm going to go this way. But maybe I don't want to go this way. So I'm going to go that way. And it's like backwards and forwards like a pendulum. Like a pendulum. And here we have the key to power, the wheel of fortune in the reverse. And what both of these are telling me is that the wheel of fortune, if this pendulum, maybe this, maybe that, maybe I'm in control of my destiny, maybe fate's in control of my destiny, maybe somebody else is going to decide what's going to happen to me, maybe I'm going to decide what's going to happen to me, maybe I'm going to decide for somebody else what's going to happen for them. It's all about that. It's all about the power of choice or lack thereof. As long as this pendulum thing carries on here in temperance in the upright as the block or drain, the wheel is going to go forward and backwards and forward and backwards. You ain't going to get nowhere, man. Nowhere. So, I don't know. I'll tell you what just came into my head. If it can't go forwards, make it go backwards. It has to move. I mean, this wheel will turn. And I mean, just as all our pictures of the solar system, somebody pointed this out to me once, all our pictures of the solar system show it all one particular way up. And even our picture of the Earth, it's always the same way up, with north at the top and south at the bottom. And America over there. And then you kind of go right a little bit, and you've got Europe, and then you go down a bit, and you've got Africa, and it's just, then you go around the back on the other side, and there's massive, great expanse of the Asian continent, which spans 11 time zones. Did you know that? Russia spans 11 time zones. It's massive, but most of it's empty. Anyway, it's always depicted a particular way up. But we are in 3D space. I mean, okay, the planet has its axis, but it could just as well all be the other way up. So, when this wheel is going in one direction, if you go around the other side, it's going in another direction. What this is saying to me, or it certainly looks like it's going in another direction, it's all in the perception, whether you're moving forward or moving backwards, whether it's north or south, is a matter of perception. So what this is telling me is to release the sense of what you think north and south is. Release the sense of what you think is up and what you think is down, and what you think is forward and what you think is backwards. Let go. Let go of the sense of direction. Because holding on to, well, this is what this is. This is forward motion. Is it? Really? And this is good luck. This is a good thing, and that is a bad thing. This is about duality. This is about duality of good and bad, up and down, right and wrong, light and dark, night and day, ill and well, I would hasten to add. This is about duality. This is a day for letting go of all that and upending your own perceptions. And if something presents itself to you that, you know, just as a matter of course, and normally you just go, oh no, that's no good. Have another look. Have another look. Okay. Or, you know, something is proposed to you. Do you want to do this? And normally you just go, no, 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 I don't like that. Have another look. Or if something happens that normally you think, oh no, that's a bad thing. I wish that hadn't happened. Have another look. And if the means or the mechanics or the criteria for making a decision are presented to you, if this, then that. If that, then this. If that's presented to you, definitely have another look. Because that's what we've got here in the Lovers in Reverse. You know, don't sit with this Temperance as the block or the drain, just pouring this, maybe that, maybe this, maybe that. There's no movement there. There's no movement. Step outside of your own paradigm and see that, as I say, when from one side it looks like the wheel is turning one way, from another side it's going the other way. It's all about what side you're viewing it from. Let's get one from the Swords. Oh my God, what side are you viewing that from? Okay, Ten of Swords. All right, I'm going to just lay this down because that's quite a heavy card. That is a heavy dude card. Perhaps what's going on here, perhaps it's the end of a way of looking at things, or certainly the end of a way of describing things to yourself through words and thoughts. Perhaps whatever this is in the Lovers in Reverse, perhaps you've been trying to weigh something up for a long time. And you've been saying to yourself, but if this, then that. But then again, if that, then this. Perhaps you've talked something out inside yourself. Or, but you know, who knows, with somebody else. Perhaps there's just been too much talk on something. Little less conversation, little more action. Maybe it's all talked out. Let's get one from the Wands. Three of Wands. Okay, well, there's clearly something new to be done. Something new. We have the Ace of Wands, which is the kind of proto fundamental force of action. Then we have the Two of Wands, when we've split the wand into two and one of them is still bolted to the wall while you survey the prospects out in front of you. Here in the Three of Wands, we actually have movement. I just want to look at what's at his feet. I can't work out from that whether that's liquid or a kind of bit of a bog at his feet. But I do have to say that one of those ones is definitely behind him, but they are unbolted from the wall, and there's movement, and there's a movement out into new territory, symbolized here by this distant horizon with these mountains. So there's clearly some other way of coming at things, and you know, a good positive way. This is not being booted into it and like the fates just like booting you into some new paradigm. And saying that, seeing the Lovers in reverse here, the Lovers is about a paradigm shift from, in the case of the iconography of this card here in the Tarot de Marseille, it's the shift from boyhood to manhood, from being a son to being a husband. It's a paradigm shift. And one of the things about the Lovers card is, do you take that step or are you booted into it? Do circumstances, dear boy, dear girl, dear person, sorry, that's a quote from Churchill. Do circumstances push you into it, or are you stepping into it, supposedly of your own volition? Here with the Three of Wands, this is about your own volition. This is your own forward motion. There's no kind of being catapulted or precipitated into something new here. Let's get one from the Pentacles. Lovely Page of Pentacles. Absolutely lovely. So yes, This is a new way of looking at things. And look how he cherishes this beautiful, beautiful pentacle. I just want to have a look. Yeah, this is a lovely landscape. There's nothing kind of desert-like about this one, or kind of, forbidding looking mountains, or rough seas or anything. This is a lovely pastoral landscape, and here he is looking at this like he's sort of going, oh, look at this beautiful thing. I must hold it so delicately. I don't want to, but I don't want to drop it at the same time. There's a lovely juxtaposition of a delicate grip, and a real desire, obviously, not to drop that pentacle. This is it. This pentacle almost it's almost moist. It's just come out of its shell. Beautiful. There's a new approach here. It's all talked out here in the Ten of Swords. Let's get one from the Cups. Right, another page. Page of Cups. How lovely. With a calm, orderly looking sea behind him, and jolly old fish here jumping out of the cup. Oh my God, this is a good day. This is a good day. This is a wow. There's a lot going on here. There's an awful lot going on here. Big movement. Big movement. A good movement, but perhaps I'm going to take a slurp of my tea. Perhaps rather uncomfortable, because I think it's going to feel like it's out of your hands. There's going to be some toing and froing about whether what transpires, whether what's on offer, whether what the criteria for what you choose is within your power or out of your power. Have you created these criteria, or has this change been imposed upon you? That's the thing tomorrow. But I really do feel that, that's the only kind of discomfort I can see in this. And I mean, that can be quite big. But as I said, I think this has been all talked out. I'm just going to take a quick slurp of tea while it's hot. That's better. I'm taking antibiotics at the moment, and quite heavy duty ones. And I think the turmeric and the honey is really good for my gut. I'm eating live yogurt and all of that. Anyway, less of that. Here is the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. Now, what I'm going to do is hold the oracle between my hands, and I'm going to say the Kuan Yin mantra in my mind, and then I'm going to open the deck. Kuan Yin mantra is Namo Kuan Yin Pusa, and I know from experience that chanting that mantra brings the most beautiful feeling of peace. Okay, there we are. Ha ha. Okay. We have come on. Priestess of perfect pairing makes the match. So there's a match to be made tomorrow, possibly with a person, possibly with weighing things up. When all is said and done, newness only comes out of the union of things and the alchemy of this being put with that, even if it is as simple as mashed potatoes only come out of potatoes being put with water, and the process of the heat being applied to it, and nothing comes out of nothing. I'll put it that way. everything that comes, that happens, that you can make happen, comes out of one thing, like clicking in with another thing. That's what we're dealing with tomorrow. It's a good match. The capacity is there for a good match. You know, when the sperm from this ram meets the egg from this ewe, you know, the spring lambs are going to come. That's the only way life happens, is by things interacting with each other. And I'm seeing also now anew the pouring of this liquid from one vessel to another. This is a closed circuit. What happens between, oh look, I've messed it all up now. What happens between the chromosomal interactions between this ram and this ewe is not a closed circuit. So open yourself up to a new way of looking at things, this fresh pentacle. Something really new is on offer here, because the old stuff is all talked out. Right, let me know how that resonates. It'd be lovely to hear in the comments section if that means anything to you. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers, bye-bye.